Hey guys, what's up? This is Immune Basis. The next television show I have for you tonight from Nickelodeon is a live action one called Zoey 101. And in my honest opinion, I think this is the last best performance I've ever seen Victoria Justice do before moving on to Victorious. So it pretty much sucked. And so, anyways, so the series starts out with Zoe Brooks, played by Jamie Lynn Spears, and her young brother, Dustin, played by Paul Batcher. Or Butcher, sorry. I went to high school with a guy named Paul Batcher, good friend of mine. Anyways, arrive at PCA, also known as Pacific Coast Academy, a school which was an all-boys school, and they started mixing it. So Zoe meets her first friend, Chase Matthews, played by Sean Flynn, who I do believe played, if I am correct. No, I'm thinking of somebody else. I thought it was a guy who played Sokka, but it's not. They do look alike, the other guy, but move on from that. It's my mistake. So, anywho. So, after meeting, Zoe, Chase has a crush on her. Which surprisingly, and towards the end, they pretty much... you know what, I'm not going to spoil it just yet. And Zoe meets her female roommates, Dana Krause, played by Kristen Herrera, and Nicole Bristow, or Bristow, however you want to call it, played by Alexa Nicholas. She also meets an aspiring scientist inventor named Quinn Pensky, played by Erin Sanders. Ooh, which I love Quinn. She's funny. Who is very quirky and does weird science experiments in her room, which, yeah, pretty much you got the own egghead. But I really do like Quinn. She's really funny. And of course, Chase meets his roommates, Michael Barrett, who's played by Christopher Macy, which is Kyle Macy's brother, who's played Corey in the House. And also did That's So Raven, which is another good show. And him and Chase have been friends since 6th grade. And of course, you got the rich dumbass of the group, Logan Reese, played by Matthew Underwood. So, oh, and of course, I can't forget that Quinn had a boyfriend, Mark Del Figallo, played by Jack Salvatore Jr. Oh my god, that guy is so stupid. Oh my god. I was just remembering something that guy did on the TV show. So, of course, they all develop friendships, and it's pretty cool to see how they go day by day, doing crazy things to each other, funny brain schemes and all this stuff. Now, season 2 follows Zoe's second year at PCA. Dana, who was Zoe's roommate, got accepted by some Europeans and pretty much went to go study in Paris abroad. My opinion. Much to Nicole's delight, Zoe and Nicole got a roommate, which we already know, Victoria Justice. She's playing a character, Lola Martinez. At first, Lola tricks them into thinking she is a goth voodoo punk freak. Nothing wrong with being a goth. And trying to find a way for her to leave. However, they catch Lola talking on the phone to her friend, telling how her little scheme has worked. I remember that episode. But she was caught. So Zoe and Nicole front her, and they pretty much confess that she was just acting. Apparently it's all acting to there. And so they became friends. And then, of course, Chase and Zoe are kind of warming up to each other. More zany adventures, and oh my god. There was one episode in the second season where Michael Barrett, who was played by Christopher Macy. Oh my god, that one episode. I think it was, I believe, the Robot Wars. If not, that was season 3. I could be wrong. It's been a while since I've seen the show, but I was laughing at that when he did that, along with the barbecue. I love the barbecue episode. That was really funny. Anywho, so in the 3rd season, everyone returns to PC8 except Nicole, who barely did anything in the series, in my opinion, was diagnosed with OMGD, which is fucking stupid, obsessive male gender disorder. Wow. And is sent to an all-girls school. Sucks. So anyways, this causes Zoey and Lola, much to their dismay, to become roommates with Gwen. And much to his surprise, she accidentally assigned to a dorm that doesn't exist by Coco, who is this loud and obnoxious bitch who is obsessed with health in this one guy. And of course, she has an on and off again relationship with this guy named Carl. So apparently, Zoey got transferred to Covington, a new boarding school in London. So she tries to talk to Chase about it, but he earlier heard about it and thought she had already made up her mind on moving. But when I remember watching the movie, there was like a malfunction, and then Zoey finds out that Chase loves her and has loved her ever since the day they met, which is very sweet, but very sad. So, in the 4th season, Zoey returns, but only to find out Chase pretty much went back. And then, of course, Chase goes all the way to Covington and has to stay there, thinking that Zoey was still enrolled there. So, pretty much they have a little bit of a webcam date relationship thing. It did not work. So, they ended that quickly. And after that, Logan and Michael get a new roommate named James Garrett, played by Austin Butler, who eventually becomes Zoey's boyfriend, surprisingly. And they started a rumor started that they were dating, but they eventually end up liking each other, surprisingly. And here's a shock: the rich dumbass and the nerdy funny chick Gwen actually start dating, surprisingly. But they hide their relationship. They try to hide it as best as they can. But so after ending up the series entitled Chasing Zoey, they get ready for prom. Zoey and James end their relationship, and Chase surprises Zoey when he returns home. They have their kiss. Everybody's happy. That weird Asian guy on the horse is there. And of course, oh, what was her name? The chick with the really bad lips. I can't remember her name, but it was hilarious. She was just making so much crazy. She always had a lisp, so she basically lost that lisp. So that's pretty much the series. Everyone's happy and they enjoy the rest of their time, and Zoey and Chase are having a relationship. So pretty much they ended the series that way. And I don't really understand. I mean, here's what I'm trying to say. why were they in the series? It still had so much potential for maybe a spin-off series or more. I mean, I don't believe it was their senior year. I think it was like middle school, I believe. So, okay, I'm going to make an if here. So, if this was middle school, what about the high school part? What happens to relationship there? What happens to everybody else? Now, if it was high school, then okay. Now, if it's just prom, what about graduation? What about the relationship? Are they going to get married? Do they keep dating? Does James come back? What happens to Quinn and Logan? What happens to the chick with the lisp? I mean, even though she lost her lisp, still going. Chris, Michael Barrett's still crazy. I don't know. I lost him around. Victoria Justice went on to do, of course, Victoria Justice, but I mean not Victoria Justice. Sorry, I Victorious. But I feel like there's still some things left unsaid in the series, especially the Curse of PCA. I would like a little bit more on that series. I mean, not series. On that little mini movie. That's just my opinion on that. So, anyways, all right, guys, this is MEM Basis. I talked and or ranted about Zoey 101, and I hope y'all have a great day night when you're watching this. Thank you.